have a chance. Richarlison. Cuts it back. Oh, what a goal! First up! It's just the 5th minute.
Still Lewandowski. Still Doski. Finds Dembele, and Dembele scores an equaliser. What a pass from Lewandowski. He has been the best player. He has actually got 2 assists. One of Gavi's goal and now Dembele's goal.
And City wins! City won the match. Manchester City won the match.
Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05Blaster here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode, we've done Sigma Olomouc taking on Lorient, and it was actually a pretty close game. However, Sigma Olomouc managed to prevail that game on penalties, winning the game 7-6 on penalties, with a game score, settled or leveled with 1-1 as a scoreline. But Sigma Olomouc winning on penalties 7-6, which made them the quarterfinalists. However, this fixture is going to be a feisty one, as it's going to be Ronaldo's boyhood club taking on against his club that he actually made a name for himself. Yes, it's going to be Sporting Lisbon taking on Manchester United. And I have a feeling that this game might have some controversies, might have some probably the best moments, and maybe some awesome goals. So we're just going to see and find out. But first, let's take a look at the head-to-head stats, because they will only find out to see who has got the wood over, like which team has got the wood over the other team. So yeah, stick around, guys. Alright guys, we're here to see the head-to-head stats for these two sides. So basically, actually, both these sides have played 5 matches because Ronaldo played a friendly game against them and Sporting Lisbon did win that game. But I think as per Transfer Market, the website, it says that only these these sides have only played for 4 games together. So that game which Sporting have won was in that UEFA Cup Winners' Cup final. But Man United's win was obviously that Champions League group stage. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. So actually it would be Sporting 2 wins and Man United 3 wins. But we're going to keep it as per the Transfer Market, what Transfer Market shows. So yeah. So basically it says that Sporting Lisbon has only won 1 game and United has won 3 games. However, in the trial match, Sporting Lisbon have actually demolished Man United. 9 shots on target to United's 0 shots. So obviously they got 3 goals, and Pinto scored a single goal. Pinto scored a brace. Kind of makes sense. So Man United kind of need a bit of a rebuild here. So that we will have to do that in the team management. So let's see how things go once we get there. So stick around, guys, as the game and the team management will be coming up shortly. Alright guys, we're here in the team management side. Let's go here. So basically for Sporting Lisbon, let's go there first. So they're going with the 3-4-3 formation. And these are the players here. N. Pereira, Betu, Kroos, Prates, Oliveira, Bento, Fabrice, Pinto, Ayordanov, Pinto. This goes on and on. Oliveira, the keeper. But Pinto's, I think, I don't know, it's just a bit wrong. So I don't know, it's kind of confusing, but however, Sapinto's there, so I think we'll stick with that. We're just gonna keep the formation as is, and well, the lineup as is, the starting lineup as is. The formation, however, we're obviously gonna go with we'll go with the 3-4-3 formation. We can't make any changes. They've won with that in these changes. However, for Manchester United, on the other hand, yeah, 4-4-2 isn't actually going to work for them. We're going to go with the championship side, a 4-3-3 formation. However, let's make some changes in the IGM. Yeah, 4-3-3, this should do it. This 4-3-3 is better. And yeah, let's go to the starting lineup and see what kind of changes we need to make. So obviously, these players are known: Barthes, Neville, Jonsson, Giggs, Veron, Beckham, Keane, Van Nistelrooy, Scholes, Butt, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So he's a substituted. So is Van der Gaal, Shadwick, Dwight York, Andy Cole. And these guys are pretty good, actually. Yeah, look at that. So Roy Keane's actually playing left. So since we're actually doing a 4-3-3 formation, we're actually going to substitute We're gonna make some changes here. We're actually gonna pause here for a bit. Just to be right back. Alright guys, so those were the changes I've actually made. So we're obviously gonna put Veron. Juan Sebastian Veron is just too good. We'll put him as a replacement for Chadwick in the reserves. So he'll go reserves. He'll be definitely useful, so don't worry about that. So I basically shifted Keane. He was actually left wing. So I shifted him and made him the centre mid. Beckham right mid and Giggs left mid. So Andy Cole will be playing left forward here. Van Nistelrooy centre forward and Scholes will be playing right forward here. So this might probably work out well for Manchester United. And yeah, this should probably do it. The 4-3-3 formation should be a perfect setup. Yep, 4-3-3. IG. Let's make another change. Yeah, 4-3-3. So that was actually the same 4-3-3 I picked. So don't get confused about that. But anyway, so yep, I really cannot wait for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And before that, we'll just say our final speech. And there you have it, folks. We've already made some changes here for Manchester United, definitely, because they lost badly to Sporting Lisbon in the trial match. So Man United has to do well in this one. They have to maybe avenge their mistakes just to prevent them from conceding a lot of goals. So yeah, then it will probably work out well. However, for Sporting Lisbon, they're probably going to go unchanged. They're going to be sticking with the same formation that they've done in the trial match. And this should do well because I have a feeling that this game is probably going to be the wackiest, craziest game ever. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. As I'll show you in the analytics, as many of you haven't subscribed right here, which I've shown it to you. So please make sure to subscribe to my channel, as it means a lot. And yeah, without further ado, let's get to the match, which is Sporting Lisbon against Manchester United. Alright guys, we're here to see Sporting Lisbon taking on Manchester United, which is actually going to be taking place in Lisbon. So yeah, I really cannot wait to see because this match is going to be the wackiest and craziest. But yeah, please make sure to like and subscribe and make sure to get snacks ready as this match is going to be good. Alright guys, we're here at the Estadio José Alvilado, which is actually a stadium in Lisbon and also a stadium in Sporting Lisbon. But yeah, just say Sporting Lisbon, just to make it more interesting. But anyway, looks like Sporting Lisbon will be kicking off first, as it's going to be an interesting game to see how this match will go. It looks like Andy Cole is actually going to be the replacement here for Sebastian Veron because Roy Keane is actually going to be taking place in Veron's... Like, it's going to be taking Veron's place, who actually did play centre midfielder. But Roy Keane's best position is centre midfielder, so it kind of makes sense to move him there. But anyway, Sporting Lisbon are on the attack. They had an opportunity, but what is saved from Fabian Barthez. And Gary Neville did make that good tackle. Bento has it. He finds Fabri. And that was a good goal. That was a good shot from distance. And a wonderful goal here from Pinto. I kind of fluffed my lines there because I wasn't expecting from this player to shoot it from an outrageous position. Let's take a look at the replay. Just made a wonderful shot. Keeper could not even read that. And Sporting are up by 1 goal. Can Manchester United come back? This is literally Sporting Lisbon's best suit, basically. Their strong suit, playing at their own home ground. But anyway, let's see what Manchester United can come up with. Now here's Paul Scholes. He tries to find a player. He tries to find a good player, but Sporting Lisbon are literally all over them. Ryan Giggs somehow gets the ball away. He finds Cole, but Pratis makes a good tackle. Can Manchester United somehow score an equalizing goal? But they have to do well in the midfield because literally midfielding, it's all been Sporting Lisbon. However, Manchester United have the ball. Keane has it, but Lisbon get this one away. Fabri has it, but Giggs intercepts this one. He finds Keane. Back to Giggs. Giggs tries to find the left wing, I think, but Pratis did intercept that one. That was Cole, by the way. Still Andy Cole. Andy Cole crosses that one, but there was no one to come for it. Keane has it. Keane shoots from distance, but what is saved from the keeper? It's still Keane. Cole shoots from distance. Oh, he chips that one in, but it's saved from the keeper. And now it's a corner kick for Manchester United, and they get away from it. Yardanov has it. He finds Oliveira. Oliveira finds Sapinto, but Sapinto passes it back. Oliveira finds Sapinto. Still Sapinto. But Brown with a good tackle. But Sapinto somehow gets this one away. It's still Brown. Still Sapinto. But what is saved from Fabian Barthez? as he kind of needed that, because literally it's been Sporting Lisbon that is actually creating a lot of attacking play. However, Manchester United have this one. Ruud van Nistelrooy actually has it. He finds Cole, and Cole shoots, and he scores the equalizing goal. Sorry, I had to cough right there, because what was the Sporting Lisbon defense doing? Van Nistelrooy collects a loose ball. He crosses it to Andy Cole, and Andy Cole shoots it perfectly. Cool, calm, collected. As now Manchester United are right back in it. And Andy Cole was actually the best player, because he was actually chilling in the reserves, and getting him in the pitch was somehow a smartest play from Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson. Now here's Oliveira, but Beckham with a good tackle, finds Brown. Brown somehow gets it. It's Silvestre. Silvestre finds Beckham. Beckham crosses it, but Barbosa intercepts this one. He finds Fabri. Neville with an interception. Manchester United are looking for the answer here. They've already scored the equalizing goal. Can they take advantage of this one? Ryan Giggs tried to pass it, but an interception here from Prats. Sapinto has it. Sapinto finds Oliveira. Still Oliveira. Oliveira shoots, but Barthes with a good save. That's his third save. What can United do? Beckham has it. He finds Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy finds Cole. Cole shoots, but what a save from Pereira. That's his third save. He finds Pinto. Pinto to Fabri. Fabri finds Sapinto. Sapinto to Ayardanov. Ayardanov shoots, but what a save from Barthes. He shoots. Ronnie Johnson has it. But now Sporting Lisbon are on the attack. Sapinto shoots from distance. What a dive from Barthes. Sporting Lisbon are trying to literally just shoot anywhere else, just to test the keeper. Van Nistelrooy tried to pass it, but Bento with an interception. Oliveira to Sapinto. Sapinto finds Bento. Bento to Oliveira. Oliveira finds Sapinto again. But Brown with a good interception. Or good tackle, by the way. Brown to Beckham. Beckham to Keane. Keane finds Giggs. Fabri has it. He finds Pinto. Pinto finds Yardanov. Yardanov shoots from distance, but this time Barthes does read him. And that's his sixth save, by the way. They're just trying to test the keeper anywhere else, but it's just all been Sporting Lisbon. And now Van Nistelrooy collects the loose ball again. Is this going to be deja vu? Not this time, as Beto gets this one away. But it's still with Man United. Beckham has it. He finds Scholes. But Beto with a good tackle. He finds Sapinto. Sapinto finds Beto. Beto to Sapinto. Sapinto finds Oliveira. Still Oliveira. Oliveira finds Yardanov. He shoots, but what a save from Barthes. He finds Silvestre, by the way. Or it was parried to Silvestre. Beckham has it. Finds Cole. Andy Cole finds Ryan Giggs. But what a tackle from Cruz. Cruz finds Fabri. Fabri finds Pinto. But Neville with a good tackle. Pinto tried to go for the tackle, but I think for the slide tackle, but I think Neville did shoot this one away just in the nick of time. But now Sapinto has it. He finds Fabri. Fabri shoots, but what a save from Barthes. It has all been Sporting Lisbon that have been clinical and have been dominating this game. But can Man United score the late goal in the first half, or will it's going to be half time? With none of these sides breaking the deadlock. It is going to be like that, as it's going to be half time with Sporting Lisbon currently leveled with Manchester United 1-1. Obviously, Lisbon won, Man United won. But let's take a look at the shots. Lisbon did have the same shots compared to how they had in how they had in the trial match. 9 shots on target. Man United had 4 shots on target. This time a bit better from them. They only had 1 corner. Lisbon dominated the ball possession as usual. But can they do it in the second half? Can Lisbon replicate that in the second half? So, we're going to make some changes. But before that, let's say our halftime stats. Let's go to our studio to say about the halftime stats. So, yeah, stick around, guys. Alright, guys, so it's already halftime with both these sides being neck and neck. Sporting Lisbon scoring the first goal, all thanks to Pinto. He actually scored the opening goal thanks to an outrageous shot from Pinto. Barthes could not even read it. But however, Van Nistelrooy collected the loose ball. which was actually a good pass from Barthes or either one of those players, but still, Van Nistelrooy collected the loose ball. He actually made a good cross to Andy Cole, and he actually finished it perfectly. Had a wonderful touch and had a wonderful finish. Sorry I wasn't doing the halftime stats for the previous game because I was kind of lost. I didn't have that much time. But however, this time I did share you the halftime stats, so yeah. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Second half will be coming up shortly, right after I make some changes. So don't go anywhere, and second half will be coming up shortly. Alright guys, looks like second half has already started. So I already made some changes here for both these sides. So let's take a look at Sporting Lisbon's change. So I actually got off Beto, and Phil Babb, the ex-Liverpool player, actually comes on for him. And for United, it's actually Roy Keane, surprisingly. He comes off for Juan Sebastian Veron. So let's see what these changes or the substitute can be an impact for these two sides. What can they create an impact? Can they create an impact? Sorry that I'm just fluffing my lines. Anyway, let's just not get sidetracked as Manchester United have already started the kickoff. Now Pinto has it. Silvestre. However, Pinto still regains the ball. Neville with a good tackle. But like I initially said, I've already brought on substitution. But can one of these substitutes create an impact? But as I already said that, Paul Scholes had the opportunity to give Man United the early lead in the second half. But what a save from Pereira, and now it's a corner kick for Man United. It's actually Ryan Giggs that is taking the corner. He finds Veron. That could have been a chance for Man United, but somehow Sporting Lisbon get this one away. Pinto has it. Finds Fabry. Back to Pinto. But Ronnie Johnson with a good tackle, but he misplays the pass. Pinto has it. Neville somehow gets this one. Andy Cole has it. Ruud van Nistelrooy to Giggs. But Barbosa with a good interception. Neville with another interception here. Veron. He finds Beckham. Beckham finds Scholes. Scholes with a good skill and anticipation from the Englishman. But what a tackle here. As it's going to be a throw in here for Manchester United. Scholes finds Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy crosses it. But Pratis with a wonderful interception. Finds Sapinto, who's through. He finds Fabry. Fabry finds Pinto. But Neville with a good tackle. He finds Brown. But Brown misplaces the pass. Fabry has it. Fabry to Pinto. Silvestre somehow gets this one from him. Beckham. Beckham finds Veron. Veron to Giggs. Giggs finds Cole. Still Andy Cole. Cole shoots. He crosses it. However, Man United has this one. Scholes. But Pereira with another save. He makes a good save. Scholes did manage to get away from the offside trap. And he actually almost thought that he could score this one. But what a save from Pereira. And Phil Babb actually had this one. The ex-Liverpool player. Veron. But Bento with a good interception. He finds Prates. Prates finds Bento. Bento to Barbosa. Barbosa finds Oliveira. What a tackle from Brown. But it's still with Sporting. Barbosa has it. He shoots from distance, but Barthes with a good save. Alright. Alright guys, sorry that I was silent because I kind of heard it disturbing. But anyway, we're back in action. Sapinto has it. Ronnie Johnson did a good tackle. Now it's Beckham. Beckham finds Veron. Veron finds Silvestre. Silvestre finds Giggs. However, Fabry has it. Fabry crosses it to Sapinto. Sapinto finds Oliveira. Oliveira finds Brown. Brown finds Giggs. It's already been the 70th minute. Can one of these sides create an impact? Van Nistelrooy has it. He skills the player. It's still Van Nistelrooy. Nistelrooy finds Cole. Cole shoots, but what is save from Pereira? That's his 6th save. It's all been Man United that have been trying to create some impact here. Now it's Sapinto. Sapinto finds Oliveira. What a tackle from Brown. Brown finds Silvestre. Silvestre to Beckham. Beckham finds Giggs. Giggs finds Cole. Cole to Giggs. But Prates with an interception. Fabry. Pinto. However, another interception. It's been interception after interceptions. Pinto shoots from distance, but what a save from Barthes. These players are trying to go for an acrobatic finish, so it can take a moment of brilliance for one of these sides to separate these, for one of these teams to separate themselves. So, yeah, Ryan Giggs, he actually shoots from distance surprisingly, but you know that's not going to make it. Now here's Pinto, but Silvestre with a good tackle. Ruud van Nistelrooy has it. It's Giggs. Ryan Giggs to Ayardanov. Sapinto. Still Sapinto. Neville actually manages to get this one. Now here's Silvestre. Silvestre finds Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy to Beckham. Beckham finds Scholes. Scholes back passes for some reason. And that was a bad idea because now Sporting Lisbon are on the attack. Ronnie Johnson somehow gets this one. Beckham. Sorry that I'm coughing because this is actually pretty intense. There's nothing to be separated. Ever since they're stalemated, there have been no chances created. No realistic chances created. So, I don't know if this is actually going to be another penalty shootout. So, anyway, Phil Babb somehow gets this ball. Now, here's Oliveira. Oliveira finds Phil Babb. Babb to Oliveira. Oliveira makes a misplaced pass to Van Nistelrooy, but Cruz gets this one. So Oliveira again. Oliveira finds Pinto. Pinto to Oliveira. Oliveira shoots from distance, but Barthes with a good save. That's his 11th save already. This is going to be intense. Ayardanov has it. Ayardanov finds Prates. Prates finds Fabri. Fabri finds Pinto. Pinto finds Ayardanov. Ayardanov shoots. What another save from Barthes. Now here's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy finds Giggs. Man United are on the counter-attack, but I think it's a bit too late. As second half has already been concluded, nothing can be separated. It's that Sigma Olomouc and Lorient game all over again. Can we actually take a look at the stats here? Looks like Lisbon has made 13 shots. Man United made 8 shots, so it's basically the same ratio shots. Both of them had made 4 shots, but nothing can be separated. But looks like extra time will be decided to see who's going to win this. Now here's Fabri. Fabri tries to pass it, but Scholes intercepts it. Giggs, he finds Cole. Cole shoots from distance, but Pereira with a good save. If only Pereira was actually... If he was like kind of like off there, that could have been a potential goal for Man United. And same thing Sporting Lisbon are trying to do. Trying to catch the keeper off guard. Andy Cole has it. Cole shoots from distance, but Pereira with a good save. But what's up with Man United? They're just going with long shots every time. Are Sporting Lisbon trying to do the same thing? No, not this time because Neville made a good tackle. Cole to Giggs. It's Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs shoots, but Prates, well, he crosses it, but Prates intercepts this. Sapinto has it. He finds Oliveira. But Brown with a good tackle. Bento somehow gets this one. Barthes with a good save. And Phil Babb has it. Nothing can be separated. I'm going to be silent for this one. Because nothing can be separated as literally it's been shot after shot. Anyway, here's Giggs. Fabri. Fabri finds Sapinto. Sapinto to Oliveira. Oliveira tries to skill the player, but Brown managed to tackle him. Veron to Giggs. Giggs finds Beckham. Beckham finds Scholes. Still Scholes. Scholes crosses that one, but Prates intercepts this one easily. And that could have been an easy Manchester United chance, but still they get the chance. Scholes. But Phil Babb knows Scholes pretty well as he made a good tackle. But is this going to be another penalty shootout? I have a feeling it is going to be a penalty shootout. Nothing can be separated here. 15 shots already for Sporting Lisbon. Scholes. Bento with a good interception. Sapinto has it. Beckham with another interception. And it's going to be first period of extra time done. Second period of extra time to be decided. Got to see who's going to win this one. If not, penalties will be decided. So, yeah. So, I might actually going to be getting a drink of water. So, make sure to just stick around as second period of extra time will be coming up shortly. And as you already saw, Lisbon 16-16, Man United 10-10. You know the drill. So, anyway, we'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. Second period of extra time has already been commenced. Pretty much hydrated, so I have the energy to actually commentate in this one. So here's Giggs. Can Man United get this one? Here's Cole. Cole finds Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy shoots. What a save from the keeper. I don't know what is happening. I'm literally goosebumped because I don't know which player actually took the shot. But what a save from Pereira. And now Sporting Lisbon are trying to go for a counter-attack. Fabry. Van Nistelrooy. Well, Van Nistelrooy got the interception, but still, it's very close right now. Oliveira finds Sapinto. Back to Oliveira. Oliveira shoots from distance, but what a save from Barthez. Barthez, he actually saves it. It's parried now to Giggs. Giggs crosses that one. He finds Cole. Cole has it. Still Andy Cole. Cole crosses that one. But they get this one away. But Beckham somehow misread the pass. And now, Sporting Lisbon, they have the opportunity to kill the game now. Sapinto has it. But Brown with a good tackle. Brown crosses that one to Scholes. Scholes finds Veron. Veron finds Beckham. Beckham to Veron. Veron finds Scholes. Scholes to Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy shoots. What a save from Pereira. This has been pretty close, honestly. I don't even know where it's going to go. Now here's Oliveira. Still Oliveira. But what a tackle from Brown. But Barbosa has it. Ayordanov finds Fabry. Fabry shoots, but what a save from Barthez. It's all been Sporting Lisbon here. But can Manchester United have a late attack? I don't think so, because Sporting Lisbon still have the possession. Now Beckham, he finds Giggs. Giggs to Veron. Veron crosses that one. Tries to find the player. Wait, what is happening? That could have been a colossal defending there from Phil Babb. But it's still with Sporting. Sporting have a last minute attack. Sapinto, but what a tackle from Brown. Sapinto somehow regathers it. But there was no one. Pinto! Pinto! What a goal! And it looks like Sporting may have stolen and broken Manchester United hearts. Oh my God. What a finish from Pinto. Barthez obviously was the man of the match. Made a lot of saves. But what a cross from Sapinto. And Pinto managed to recollect that pass. Regather that pass from Sapinto. And somehow Lisbon break Manchester United hearts. And I really cannot believe how that happened there. And as you already saw, Sporting Lisbon 19 shots on target. Manchester United 13 shots on target. United won 2 corners. Lisbon have more possession of the ball. But oh my goodness, despite Andy Cole scoring the equalizing goal, Pinto with the match-winning goal. And because of this, Sporting Lisbon are actually now in the quarterfinals. And this has been a probably wonderful game, I would say. Sporting Lisbon have dominated the game. Manchester United, despite their tweaks in the formation, still could not get the job done over the Portuguese giants. But what a game this has been. Anyway, guys, let's hit continue, because what a game that was. This Lisbon fans are really ecstatic. Fans are literally celebrating because that was a wonderful goal. And the next game is going to be Marseille taking on Piacenza. That's the next game. And after this, it's going to be a wonderful clash. It's going to be Barcelona taking on Lecce. Then Bayern Munich, Leicester, Middlesbrough, Hellas Verona, and Ipswich Town, Real Madrid. So this is going to be a very interesting game. So can't wait to see who's going to take on Lisbon in the next game. So, well, in the quarterfinals. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And our next game is going to be Marseille taking on Piacenza. Hope you guys enjoy this one, and we'll be back for our next match. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we witnessed, it was probably the best game so far for both these sides, shot after shot. But somehow, Sporting Lisbon get the job done over Manchester United, the Red Devils, 2-1, and they now progress through to the quarterfinals. That was probably one of the best games ever. And what a win that too. A dramatic fashion from the Portuguese giants. They somehow managed to get the wood over Man United, and they managed to go through to the quarterfinals. However, there are going to be some highlights which I would like to show it to you. So here it is. The first attack of the game came for Sporting Lisbon as they had an opportunity in their hands. Pinto had it, he shoots, but Barthez made a good save. But however, Manchester United conceded the possession as Sporting Lisbon had an opportunity again. Fabry passed it to Pinto. Pinto tried to shoot from distance. Barthez couldn't read the ball as Pinto scored the opening goal of this game. And he deserved to do that celebration as this was probably a goal of the season one. It was a magnificent shot. Shooting it from distance, by the way. Barthez could not even read it. And somehow, Sporting Lisbon lead in Lisbon. Then Manchester United had the opportunity on their hands as Giggs finds Andy Cole. Andy Cole has to drive it to the wing to find someone in the box. He tries to find it, but no one was there to receive it. However, Keane retrieves the ball from the deflected pass. He shoots, but Pereira made a double save, as that could have been a potential equalizer coming for Manchester United. Sporting Lisbon had the opportunity to double the lead as Sapinto regathers the ball from Brown after that tackle from him. He shoots from a difficult angle, but Barthez made a good save, but somehow Barthez kicks turns it into an immediate counter-attack by Manchester United. As Ruud van Nistelrooy collects the pass from Barthez, he does a short cross, finds Andy Cole, and Andy Cole finished it perfectly, and that too to score a crucial goal to equalize the game for Manchester United. But we got to take a look at the highlights, because that was a wonderful cross from Van Nistelrooy and a wonderful finish from Andy Cole. However, Sporting Lisbon managed to turn on the heat as they still try to put pressure on Manchester United. Sapinto had the ball. He finds Oliveira. Oliveira manages to skill the player. He shoots, but Barthez made a wonderful save, and that too was his third save for the match. Manchester United also tried to balance the game as they also applied pressure as Van Nistelrooy found Cole. He shoots, but Pereira made a good save, and that too his third save of the game. Sporting Lisbon again tried to put the pressure as Ronnie Jonsson's pass got intercepted. Ayardonov found Sapinto. He tries to shoot from distance, but Barthez made a save and made sure to avoid the same mistake that he created once earlier. But the pressure wasn't over yet as Sporting Lisbon had another opportunity on their hands as Oliveira drives the ball to the wing, tries to find the player. He found Ayardonov. He shoots, but Barthez manages to absorb the pressure as he prevented himself from conceding that goal. At the start of second half, Man United were the first team to actually create an opportunity as a wonderful pass to Sebastian Veron. He actually chips this one to Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes shoots, but Pereira made a good save, denying Man United from taking the lead. Man United were the ones that actually applied a lot of pressure in this half as Cole collects a pass from Giggs. He tries to find the player from the wing side, but there was no one to receive it. Beckham does regather the ball. Scholes manages to keep himself onside, but that didn't result him in scoring a goal as Pereira manages to save this one, preventing Manchester United from taking the lead from here. Sporting Lisbon finally had a reasonable chance in the second half as Fabry passed it to Pinto. Pinto tries to recreate that goal that he scored in the first half, but Barthez this time denies him from doing it as it still remains 1-1. Sporting Lisbon had another attack of the game as Oliveira finds Pinto. Pinto back passes to Oliveira. Oliveira wasn't a coward as he tries to shoot from distance, but Barthez made his 11th save of the game as he denies Oliveira from scoring a goal of the season. But there was still plenty of action left as Sporting Lisbon had their final attack of the game as Fabry had it. He actually finds Pinto. Pinto found Ayardonov. He shoots, but Barthez denies him from scoring the match-winning goal for Sporting Lisbon. First period of extra time didn't actually have any reasonable chances, so we move on to the second period of extra time as Man United were actually pretty close in winning this game as Ruud van Nistelrooy tries to be the hero. He actually shoots, but Pereira made a double save preventing Van Nistelrooy of scoring the match-winning goal. However, Sporting Lisbon might have provided the clutch moments in this game as Sapinto actually tries to drive it to the wing, but Brown tackles him. Sapinto regathers the ball. He made a wonderful cross to Pinto. Pinto manages to finish this one in and manages to score the match-winning goal of this game. Scored in the dying minutes of the extra time. But we got to take a look at the replay because that was probably the best goal for Sporting Lisbon. And because of that, Sporting Lisbon move on to the quarterfinals, eliminating Manchester United 2-1 after extra time. And there you have it, folks. Those were the highlights that I've showed it to you. There were a lot of shots, a lot of chances created by both these sides. However, it's the keepers that have been making saves, midfielding that have been making a lot of interception and tackles, and forward that have been pushing forward and somehow dropping deep, making some good passes, some good decisions in gathering the ball, and somehow made one of the best plays and best finishes. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Our next game is going to be Marseille taking on Piacenza, which is actually a new club that will be playing in this season, their debut game, and that's going to be up against Marseille. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Brisbane05Blaster here, signing off.